Hello everyone, it's Emma here, and this is, I believe, Unit 2. Yeah, it's Unit 2 of English the American Way, Getting Around. Before was a chapter about the kids, those crazy kids. You should have it somewhere on my channel. So I'm sorry about the delay. It's currently here 10:48 p.m. and I still have a lot of recordings to make, so I don't always have time to do everything, but I'm taking the time now to do it. So you need to getting around, and we have, like always, we have a small text, some dialogues, grammar, maybe an exercise, vocabulary, and they explain about the American culture. So this way, riding the bus. Let's get started.
Riding the bus. No car? No problem. There are plenty of ways to get around. Most cities and towns have an efficient mass transit system. That is, they have buses or trains to get you where you need to go. Often, you may need to take a bus to the train station. Sometimes it can be complicated to figure out which bus or train will take you where, but there is help. Most cities have a special department just to provide that information. You can call the transit company to ask. When you call the company, you will need to tell them where you are and where you need to go. You can also ask if you need exact change for the bus. Drivers usually can't accept cash.
Okay, so there is one thing I want to to explain is the word often or often. So depending on where you are, you may hear often. I would say it's more on the East Coast and often on the West Coast. Okay, I have more experience with the West Coast. East Coast, never really lived there. I mostly lived in California and Oregon. So, and over there, people are not saying often, but there are exceptions, okay? So just be aware of that. Another thing is now we use cell phones, smartphones, and we can have an app, or we can go to the website. We can buy a pass. You know, you can enter the bus. You can give a pass, a ticket, or you can just pay directly with some cash. So anyway, let's go to the next page. Dialogue 1, track 5.
Good afternoon, Unionville Transit System. This is Stanley speaking.
Hi, I need some travel information. I need to go to 52nd Street and Broadway. I live on 8th Street near 5th Avenue.
Well, you can take the B12 bus to Mercer Street. Then you'll have to catch the B9. You can take the subway too.
I live near a bus stop, so I prefer to take the bus. What time does it come?
The buses run about every 15 minutes. Bus schedules are posted at the bus stop. You can also check our website.
How much does it cost?
You'll need $2 and change. The driver won't take dollar bills, and he won't give you change. Make sure you have exact change.
Okay, thanks for the help. Have a good day.
Okay, so it's pretty good. Okay, so most bus system offer a transfer. If you need to take more than one bus to get somewhere, you can get a free transfer to the second bus or train or tram or whatever, depending on where you are. Ask the driver. Again, you can also check this kind of information on an application, so it's not really difficult. And many companies have a 800 number. A 800 number is a telephone number that will not be charged on your phone bill. Yeah, we like free phone calls. So yeah, it depends. It depends where you call. If you call from a cell phone or something like that. But you can have the numbers. It's not a difficult. It's not a difficult dialogue here. So vocabulary is a bus stop, the place you must go to wait for a bus. They are several blocks away. A block is like you know it's like you have a block of houses, and so you have different streets, separating the different blocks of houses or buildings, whatever. And so a block is like that. It's an American expression. They are usually marked with a bus route or route. You can hear both. And have postage schedules. Again, you can find this kind of information on the application. Commuter, to commute is a verb. I need to commute every day, every morning, or every evening to get back home or to go to work. Someone who travels to and from work on the bus or train or by car or by bicycle or motorcycle. Complicated, not easy to understand, efficient, smart, and fast. Exact change, the correct number of coins. Mass transit, a transportation system provided by a city, provide to give, run, come on schedule. It runs every half hour, every 15 minutes. Subway, an underground train system. If you're in London, it's called the Underground. To take or catch the bus or train, to get on a bus or train. Pronunciation pointer. Let me just play it.
Pronunciation pointer. Even though it looks funny when you write it, the word buses is pronounced buses. In fact, some people spell it with two S's, just like it's pronounced. Sometimes in English, a word may have two correct but different spellings or pronunciations. Have to sounds like have to in spoken English.
Okay, that's good. Buses. Okay, buses. The word buses is pronounced like a s. Buses. And the same for have to. So, well, again, it depends where you are. You know, sometimes people can just speak really fast and have to, okay, or have to. You can have a good pronunciation. It doesn't hurt, and it's acceptable. It's fine. You don't have to have a bad pronunciation to become native or fluent in English. Grammar, present simple tense, affirmative statements. The present simple tense is used to talk about things that happens all the time, or usually it's like a habit, you know, something you do on a regular basis. It's a repetitive action. The verb is used in its base form. I like, you live, he, she lives, we live, they live. Okay, so don't forget the S for he, she, or it. The present simple tense negatives and questions with does. For present simple third person questions, except that wacky verb to be, don't forget to use does and the base form of the verb. Let's say, what time does it come? What time does it comes? No. How much does it cost? It's correct. How much does it cost? No, because we already have this S here. To form the negative, just add the contraction form of not between does and the base verb. It doesn't come late, it doesn't cost too much. The future simple tense affirmative statements and negatives. We use will, or the short form contraction, apostrophe LL, for the future tense, simple tense, when talking about a fact. I'll have to catch the B9. You will have to. You'll have to catch the B9. You'll need $2 in change. You will need. Again, you can say that. You can say you will if you don't feel comfortable saying you, I'll, will, etc. Use the short form of will not, won't for the negative. The driver won't take dollar bills and he won't take change. Stay tuned. There will be more reminders about will later on. Going underground, the subway.
Underground, the subway. Large cities have very efficient subway systems. Taking these trains can get you just about anywhere in the city, and you don't have to wait outside in the rain. At some stations, there may be people singing or playing a musical instrument. This can be an entertaining way to wait for the train, unless the singer isn't very good. For most subway systems, you will need a
Okay, so what do we have here? Entertaining. Okay, this can be an entertaining way to wait for the train. You know, if you see some performers, you know, can give some cash, some coins, and a token is not a coin. It's like a fake coin in a sense. A fare card or a pass, a token booth, okay, a platform, the platforms where you wait for the bus or the train, the subway, a turnstile. Sometimes, well, this is a bit archaic. You can still find this kind of automatic doors, okay, so they open when you insert the ticket inside the machine. Can open easily. In Paris, the turnstile, you have turnstile, and you also have these kind of doors. And to hop on the train is to get on the train. To hop. Okay, I'm a bit tired. That's why my voice is a bit slow, and I'm a bit slow also tonight. But anyway, dialogue 2, track 6. Let's get started.
I need some tokens, please.
One way or round trip?
Round trip, and I'd like a few extra ones, please.
Most people aren't crazy about carrying around a lot of tokens. Maybe you should just get a fare card. It's better than a pocket full of tokens, and you can use it anytime.
That's a good idea. Do I need exact change for a fare card?
No, the machine can take bills, and it will give you change.
Thanks for the tip. Now, can you tell me where I get the train to Broadway? And where do the trains arrive?
Sure, catch the train right over there. Just follow the signs for northbound uptown trains. You'll have to change at 34th Street for the D train.
Thanks. And can you tell me where the restroom is?
Right over there on the left.
Be careful, the restroom is essentially American, okay? So many people wonder why it's a restroom, not a toilet or the bathroom. It's a restroom. In some cities like New York, you can buy a fun pass. This is a special fare card that you can use all day. It usually costs about the same as 2 trips, but you can use it as many times as you like. It's a real bargain. I don't know if it's still accurate. Americans rarely ask where the toilet is. Instead, they use the word restroom or bathroom. Careful, these public restrooms are not places to take a rest or a bath. These terms are just polite ways of saying toilet. To be crazy about, really like a lot, I'm very crazy about chocolate. I really love chocolate. Entertaining, I'm using fun. Fare card, a prepaid card that you can use instead of a token. Hop on, get on, jump on. A platform is a place in the station beside the train tracks. It's not next to where you wait for your train. The toilet, restroom, round trip, there and back again, back and forth. Stay tuned, pay attention for more information, don't go away. Token used in place of a coin to pay a fare. Token booth, a place in the station where you can buy tokens and where a transit worker can help you. Turnstile, a machine that lets people go through one by one. Wacky, silly, crazy, complicated. It's okay, not that popular anymore. The present simple tense, negatives, and questions with do. For questions using I, you, or plural subjects, use do and the base form of the verb. To form the negative, just add the contraction form of not between do and the base verb. Okay, so what does that mean? Do I need exact change? I don't have exact change. You don't need exact change. Where do the trains arrive? They don't arrive on this platform. So I would like is a more polite way of saying I want. More I want is more direct. I would like is a tiny bit more polite, okay, more diplomatic. It's often shortened to I'd like. Hey taxi. So I have this, and after we stop. Okay, so hey taxi.
Hey, taxi. If the train and bus won't take you where you need to go, or if you're in a hurry, you can call a cab. In larger cities, you can hail a cab on the street. Just step
Okay, so well, now we have Uber, we have different applications. We don't have to shout, we don't have to do anything like that. We can just call an Uber. I do it all the time. Um, there are other companies, so they compete with that, but to me, Uber is fine. Okay, so what do we have to hail a cab? Hey, cab, hey, taxi. You can say a cab or you can say a taxi driver or a cab driver. The fare, is what you pay, the cab, the rate for per minute or per hour, okay? To dispatch, and then a manager will dispatch a car, release a car, ask the car to go pick you up. And you can also call in advance or arrange to be picked up on another day. So, okay, so you can do this kind of stuff with Uber as well. Dialogue 3, track 7, car service.
Little Apple car service. This is Larry speaking.
Oh, I need a car to take me to the airport at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Do you need to be there at 5:30, or is that when you want us to pick you up?
I need to be at the airport at 5:30 or miss my flight.
That's right in the middle of rush hour. Traffic will be a nightmare at that time. I'll have a car get you at 2 p.m. What's your address?
Okay, so it's pretty short. So, to the rush hour is when people go to work, they come back in the morning, the evening. Tipping, so to give a tip, to give money, extra money. Everyone loves a tipping tip. So you go to a restaurant, you pay for your meal, and you can also tip the waiter or the waitress. Drivers of buses and trains do not get a tip. The Uber can take a tip as well. However, tipping is expected for taxi drivers. The usual tip is 15 to 20%. There is no extra charge for singing cabbies. So if they sing, you don't have to give them an extra tip for that. To arrange is to make a plan for something. A cab is a taxi, cabbie, taxi driver, cab driver, or taxi driver. Dispatch is to send. Fare is the cost of the trip. Hail a cab is to shout, hey, taxi, signal that you want a taxi on the street. In advance before the time, nightmare, very bad situation. To be picked up or to pick up is to get to collect. I can pick up my kid at school, or you can pick up something on the floor. Is to grab. Um, the rate, how the fare is calculated. The rush hour is a very busy traffic times, morning and evenings, when most people are traveling to and from work. They commute. More fun with idiomatic expressions, transportation. Off track of the subject. The meeting got off track when Juan began talking about his family's vacation. To lose track is to forget or lose. I lost track of where I put my glasses. How will I be able to read the paper? To forget, to lose, or you're in a conversation, people like talking about I don't know, business, and suddenly one's gonna start talking about his family vacation, and you can just be like, I lost track of what we were saying. Okay, so it's to forget, to lose, to get distracted. One track mind, thinking of only one thing. They couldn't make any progress at the meeting because the boss had a one track mind and could only talk about his golf game that afternoon. Pretty boring. Miss the boat is miss an opportunity. When the salesman came, he offered all the workers free coffee, but Stephen, I'll say that, missed the boat because he was chatting on the phone. He missed an opportunity. In the same boat, in the same situation. They are both in the same boat. Neither of them remembered to do the homework. Sometimes you can hear people say neither. It's pretty ugly. Neither of them remember to do the homework. Okay, they are in the same situation. In deep something. You have it. Next time will be the unit 3. I don't know when. I'll hope I hope I can do that on a regular basis. You have a beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, beautiful evening, depending on when you are listening and watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions. You can receive the book if you send me your email. Don't forget to subscribe and also to check my website, learnwithemma.com. Learnwithemma.com. See you soon. Bye bye. Thank you.